Hi everyone, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Over the past couple of days, I've been chatting with my friends and I've been asking them what would be their preferred look. And most of my friends came up with one simple answer: simple everyday look, busy mom look, no makeup look, or something I just carry off very easily without worrying too much about it or without spending too much time on it. They're calling it with different names, but the idea is a simple, quick, fresh look. And I am really thankful to all my friends because they were kind enough to share this thought with me. And I'm calling this look a step out of the door look, busy mom look, or mom on the go look. So here are the steps that I follow every single day and feel prepared for the day. The first thing is cleansing my skin. So I really like this product. They have this cleanser and toner. I start my day with these two with a cotton round. I've got nothing on my skin. It smells so fresh, very rosy, but it doesn't have any overpowering scent to it. A milky smooth way to clean the skin. Toner. It just takes away any residue on the skin, any imperfections, any dirt, any impurities. It just vanishes. After cleansing toner, a moisturizer, and I'm sure you have your own skincare routine and you follow these steps: cleansing and moisturizing. That's a very simple way to start your day. This is my favorite moisturizer from Sephora collection, and because it's my tried and tested one and it is very light, not a heavy moisturizer, so it is just perfect for my daytime routine. Just a tiny bit of it. This step just wakes up the whole skin, and it gives a nice feeling of plumped up skin, and also it hydrates in a very light way. It is not very greasy. It absorbs quickly. I just love the feel of this cream, and I've been repurchasing this cream over and over again, and it is something that I always want in my makeup kit and always want in my everyday makeup routine. Till now, it is pretty simple: cleansing, moisturizing. Now comes prepping the skin. I've been using this Too Faced primer because I always go for a primer before I apply any makeup on my face. I feel that it gives me a nice base, it gives me a nice veil, and it also feels comfortable on the skin. It preps my skin in a way that makeup glides on and stay put for a longer period of time, and that's what I want: a rock solid makeup. Whether it is simple or whether it is a super glammed up makeup, I really want it to stay for a longer period of time. I want it to stay for the whole day. And this primer, I feel that this primer is very hydrating, very lightweight, and absorbs, melts into the skin, and I don't have to work too hard to let it settle into my skin. So that's why I love it. And also the beautiful coconutty smell that just soothes and calms me down completely. So this is the makeup prep step, and I would never go without any primer. I really feel that it is a very important step in my makeup routine. From here, we are switching to makeup. If you have a tinted moisturizer, you can go for a tinted moisturizer or CC cream. And if you're running out of it, like I am, I'm going to use my favorite foundation, but in a light way. And here is the technique for that: using my Makeup Forever HD foundation because I feel that it is very lightweight, liquidy, and it melts into my skin. Something that I really like about it is the dewy finish, hydrating finish, evens the skin. It smooths my whole skin without giving me a very cakey look. Taking a little bit of foundation, we do not have to go for too much of it. A little bit of, I'm using the same moisturizer from Sephora collection, mixing it together and applying it on the skin with my fingers. Till now, I haven't used any brush. It's just the finger magic. Start from the center part of the face because that's where I feel that we need a little bit of extra, and especially on those parts where you really feel that you have a little bit of unevenness to smooth out the whole skin, a nice silky smooth finish. Take care of the edges, especially around your temple, your jawline, so that you don't see any foundation marks there. And two things that really matter when it comes to foundation and moisturizer is your skin tone and texture. I have a normal skin and my skin tone is medium. So I'm choosing the shade that works for me. And especially when it comes to foundation, I would always prefer something that matches my skin tone perfectly and just vanishes into my skin. When it comes to moisturizer, I really want to go for something light. Now that the base is set, I would go for a concealer. It may seem like that I'm using many products and there are so many steps, but once you start getting into this routine, you will feel that it's very simple because there is no change that you will have to take into account when you are doing your everyday makeup. It is just like one step after the other. It just creates a link. Concealer is really important to brighten up the under eye area, to cover the shades, especially it gives you an awake look. At this point, I'm using my Makeup Forever concealer palette. It is creamy, hydrating, and I can mix and match. I also like Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind concealer. Works perfectly for me. It gives me the finish that I really look forward to. My personal use palette, so I just take a little bit of it. It is very creamy, moisturizing. Just dab on the under eye. Little goes a long way, and you just have to cover the under eye. Don't go too close to the lash line. Just stay under the lash line, and especially where you see the dip, you just have to cancel the shadow effect and give yourself a totally brightening effect. Gentle pressure, but you don't have to swipe it, just have to dab the concealer where you see the darkness, and that darkness is most of the time because of the shadow. We are just trying to brighten the area where we see that shadow. The warmth of the finger is really helpful to melt the concealer into the skin. You can see the difference between two eyes, and my lips are feeling a little bit dry, so I'm just going to go for my favorite lip balm, which I forgot to apply. My favorite, trusted, tried, period, Rosebud Salve. Works wonderfully on the lips, preps the lips, and keeps it supple and moisturized. I just love this product, and these are the necessary steps. I feel it's necessary because this is going to give me that finish which I always look forward to. Dewy, fresh, which has glow and feels very natural, and actually it's not heavy on the face. A little bit of powder to set your base. It could be a pressed powder, it could be a loose setting powder, anything that you like. I have two options: Hard Candy's loose setting powder and Revlon's pressed powder. So today I'm just going to go for Revlon's pressed powder because I feel that the base is pretty light. I don't have to set it too much with the powder, and I do not want to lose the beautiful glow which is coming out of the moisturizer and the beautiful dewy foundation. And I'm using my Real Technique sponge. If you prefer to use a puff, you can definitely go for it. This just comes handy, and I feel that it's very easy to work with, especially where you have put the concealer. Just set it a little bit with the powder. A light layer of powder would do. Next, I'm going to go for my brows. And for brows, I always reach out for shadows because I feel that it is very easy to work with eyeshadows. It is not very harsh. It is not going to give you a very strong look. It is very natural and very easy to control. I'm just going to go for a shadow which is 1 or 2 shades lighter than my hair color. Sometimes I just go for my hair color, and with light-handed application, it just gives me a very natural finish. It's a matte shadow, and I'm just going to use my angle brush. Now this is a brush which is very useful for all kind of makeup application. A good angle brush is really going to give you a beautiful finish, natural finish when it comes to eyebrows. And also you will see how I use this brush on my lower lash line when I'm going for my eye look today. Dab a little bit of it, and I concentrate first on the arch, top and bottom, and with the remaining product I just go a little bit on the head and the tail. So that's my trick, and then you can build it up as much as you want, but try to go little by little. That way it just gives you an idea and it just gives you a very natural finish, and this look feels very comfortable. The other day I was just going out for a snow fight with my kid, and got to meet couple of neighbors. Just felt prepared for the whole day and prepared for anything that may come. It is just easier to carry off. I'm just going over my eyebrows. A very gentle light-handed application of eyeshadow and a recap, starting with my arch, top and bottom, filling it there, and with the remaining product coming to the head and just going to the tail. And then I'm just going to build it little by little. It is my eyebrow technique. At any point, if you feel that you have applied a little bit too much, take the cotton bud and wipe it off. No worries. Mascara, and I'm just going to wipe off the wand. There is nothing left on the wand. Just wipe it off. Use it as your spoolie, and also it will add a little bit of hold, and it will just give you a brushed up eyebrow look. And again, if you feel that you have done a little too much there, wipe it off with your cotton bud. The eyebrows naturally done. So now it comes to eyes, lips and cheeks. Let's see what we have got. Simple everyday look. I just want to go for my neutral shimmers. Shimmers, because I find it very easy to work with shimmers. Instantly, shimmers brighten up the whole look. So I'm just going to go for a neutral palette. You may choose any neutral palette that you already have. This is my Max Factor neutral palette, and I'm just going to go with these 3 shades because of my skin tone. I could have gone lighter, but what I prefer is to go with a mid-tone brown shimmer shades. And before I start with that, I will go for something which I really love to do with my kohl pencil retractable black liner. Roughly, I will line the upper lash line and the lower lash line. This is my L'Oreal's retractable eyeliner. I also love the MAC ones and Maybelline ones. And if you really want to find something in high end, go for Urban Decay liners. I feel this just flatters my eye shape, my skin tone. A roughly done eyeliner, and you don't have to be worried about it because we are going to use shadows and we are going to settle it down a little bit more. Let's work on both the eyes together because that's what I do. Put the dots, just roughly use your pencil like a sketch pen and give it a little bit of smudgy feel there. No worries if you go a little bit overboard. Next, I'm going to use a mid-tone brown shimmer, Real Techniques blending brush, a medium blending brush. This is the shade which I am going to work with. Tap off the excess always. Using the mid-tone shadow, you can cover the whole lid and just try to blend that black liner along with the shadow. Really quick. The shimmery one, I'm just trying to go over it and a little bit on the socket line. And because it is a very light shimmer, you can also reach towards the brow bone. It will just give it a nice shimmery veil, and your brown shadow or your black liner wouldn't be too much intense. So that's about it. Next, I'm going to take the dark shade. So you have got 3 shades, medium, dark and light. And I am choosing the shimmery shade because I feel that it is very flattering on anybody. Since it is neutral shimmers, it is not very loud. It is really in a subtle way. You are brightening up your eyelid. No harm in that. On the lower lash line, just using 2 shades. This dark one, and try to just stick to the outer corner with it. And with a little bit remaining product, you can come towards the inner corner. The brown shade is getting totally smudged into the black liner. A little bit of this medium shade and going really close to the eyes, the inner corners. And this is going to be my daytime simple makeup look on the eyes. A little bit of shimmer, which I just love for my inner pop, and that too along with a cotton bud when I'm really on the go, just to give something to pop right there. Nothing too crazy, nothing too shimmery, nothing too overpowering. So that is my way. Now I'll quickly move to the other eye and just get the look done there. 3 simple steps: medium, dark, light, ready to go. Done. Lighter shade from socket line to brow bones. Use your finger to just take care of the skips if you have any. And the last one is the dark shade, a little bit on the outer corner. It just gives a nice dimension and makes your eyes look beautiful. Simple. On the lower lash line, dark and medium. And since it is my skin tone colors, I don't have to worry too much about the blending, worry too much about 2 colors being together or giving me a seamless effect, because it is anyways going to give me a seamless and absolutely well blended effect. And a little bit of inner pop. The applicators that come with our palette can be very handy because you just want to use that to create any look that you would like on your eyes. Mascara, choose your favorite one. My favorite ones are these 2 at the moment: L'Oreal Lash Paradise and Fenty Beauty mascara. The mascara tip is to use the tip of the mascara when it comes to your inner corner lashes, because there you don't have too much room, so you just have to tilt your tip a little and work that way. And on the outer corners and on the mid section, you just totally can work with the applicator as you like. And on the lower lash line, today I'm just going a little bit with this. I really prefer a mascara wand which is thinner than this, but today I just want to use it because, you know, mommy on the go. A final touch with a powder. If you have any smudges, if you have anything to take care of under your eye area, you can take care of with the powder sponge. A little bit, not too much of anything there. Lip pencil. Whenever I am in a hurry, I always go for jumbo lip pencils, and especially the matte ones. So this is my NARS Velvet Lip Pencil in matte version, and I really like these colors. I really like the size. It comes in many size, and there are a couple of shade range in Sephora if you want to check out. I just got mine, and as you can see, I've been using it for so long, so it lasts for a long period of time. There are 2 shades that are my favorite. This one is Damn, and the other one is a warm coral color, and I like to pair them together. I like to wear it on its own. It just is a matter of mood. So I'm just going to mix and match both today just to show you. What I love to do is use this deeper shade first spread it on my lips, and then I just go for the second shade and go over it, concentrating on the center part. It just adds a little bit of dimension, fullness to the lips, and that's about it. Another tip that I would like to share with you is for the cheeks. For that, make sure your hands are pretty clean, because any color will leave a residue which you won't like to fix later. I just take these two shades together, and it has become my habit to sanitize everything that has touched my skin. So I'll just sanitize it and leave it a little bit for 1 or 2 seconds. It's just not that long, and I will use these pencils on my cheeks, and it will give me that beautiful contoured effect that I really enjoy. So just, if you notice, you have this section of hair here near your ear. Just dab. It's just a mark that you are creating, and don't worry, it is not going to be that crazy. Taking the lighter shade. Isn't it fun to use makeup in different ways? Okay, and then you just use your fingers and blend it. Try not to go down, lift it up. And you really have to be a little bit, gentle with the fingers, so that you don't disturb the whole makeup which you put on. And a little bit blending, and it blends really easily, be it on the lips or on the cheeks. So you can use this one product in 2 different ways, and that is really satisfying. All right, so the remaining, just try not to leave any I just want to have a finish where I can't see where the product started, where the product ended. So I just want that kind of feel. Now a little bit of setting spray to set the whole makeup. This is my MAC Prep and Fix Rose setting spray. Love it. A little bit of setting spray for my hair. My favorite, I want to put together here as well, Bumble and Bumble's Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. Gives a nice texture and feel to my hair. Just love this product. It just freshens up the whole look of my hair and also smells great. It is easy to carry off. A very put together look of my hair along with my makeup. And before we step out of the door, I really love to use a hand cream, and this is a new habit that I have been working on. So this is Soma saying bye to you. This is my step out of the door look. I hope you like the look, and I hope you will try it. Definitely leave on the comment section what is your take from this video. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye.